All right, now we're going to upload pictures that you've taken. So once you've watched the video on how to connect your camera to the computer, what you're going to do is open up Lightroom so that you can see this. If you're locked in on one picture, just press G for grid. It'll bring you back to the whole thing. You want to make sure that you're on library and you can see the whole grid. So once the camera is plugged in, then turn it on. Once you turn this on, it should recognize your camera and it will take you immediately to import. If it doesn't, let me go ahead and click OK there. If it doesn't, what you can do is click on import down here, and then it should automatically recognize the camera. If by chance it still is not recognizing the camera, go ahead and click OK here. It's still not recognizing the camera, turn off the camera, unplug it, plug it back in, turn it on and see if it recognizes. If that still doesn't work, then call me over. But this one seems to be working fine. So once this is here, this is going to list all of the photos that I want to import. If you happen to have some photos in here that are just so dark or blurry that you know you're not going to use them, you can turn off the check marks and it won't bring them on the computer. Now, this part is vital. You need to make sure that you do this. First off, we're always going to check to see, does it say copy? If it's somewhere else, you want to make sure you move it to copy. The second thing we always have to check, don't get in a rush, check it over on this side. Right now it's going to the pictures folder. That's the wrong folder. We need to actually go to your Google Drive, and then in your Google Drive, we're going to look for the photo folder. So we're going to look for the one that you have saved here. So there's the photo one, and I'm going to click there. It's important that you do this. If not, it's going to back stuff up to the wrong folders. And then even though it shows you a little preview of it, we won't be able to export those out and print them, export them out to put on your website, or export them out to turn in for points. So again, copy, and then navigate to your Google Drive and make sure it's on photo. After a while, it'll automatically go there, but don't get out of the habit. I've had it happen with students before where it accidentally, for no fault of their own, it defaulted or went to a different folder, and then they lost those photos, and there's no way to get them back. So make sure, back it up right there, so copy and photo one, and then you can click on import. And then you'll wait a minute. Over here on the left-hand side, depending on how many photos you've taken or how many you're importing, it'll take a minute for it to load, but since I only chose 3, it loaded pretty quickly. Now, one of the things you'll notice is it looks like all my other photos disappeared. So all the other original ones I had there, they're still there, but right here it's just showing me the previous import. When you import something, you're bringing it into the computer. When you're exporting, you're sending it out of Lightroom. So with this, if I want to see every single photo I've taken, I can just go to all photos, and now there's all of my pictures. If I want to look at just the ones that I previously did, that's where I'll go. Later on, I'm going to show you how to set up keywords, and in future ones, I'll show you how to actually do some basic edits to the photos that you take. But for now, it's just importing, making sure that it says copy at the top, and that we choose the right folder in your Google Drive.